So toast everybody.
Toast.
Toast.
To the boogie. To the boogie. Welcome.
Welcome. So this is Hard in the Paint Real Talk. This is White Boy Dave.
White Boy Dave, aka the Pink Fist. I'll explain that later.
Crispin Alapag.
Cedric Bello, aka Cedric Bello.
Cocktail player.
All day long.
And so today's topic, we're going to talk about the unfortunate shooting in Orlando, Florida. We're just going to give our opinions as far as the situation and what hopefully shed some light on the situation as well.
You know, it's a really interesting topic. A lot of things have changed. We have presidential elections coming up. A lot of political stuff. My opinion is I think we should arm everyone. You look at statistics. Honduras is a country where it's illegal to own guns. However, they have the most homicides out of any nation in the world. And then you look at Switzerland, where they make every citizen own a gun and learn how to use a gun. And they have the least amount of homicides in the entire world. So I think everyone in America should have a gun. And you're less likely to get robbed, you're less likely in a situation. I mean, just think, if everyone was armed inside that unfortunate situation in Orlando, Florida, the guy probably wouldn't have made it through the door. And he would have been stopped expeditiously. So that's what I think. I really, I'm constitutional. I believe in our Second Amendment to bear arms.
So you
I
constipated?
And that's what I really believe.
Yeah.
But my hemorrhoids have flared up a little bit.
No, dude, on a lighter note, but on a real note though, I believe, just to chime in on what the Pink Fist just said, the dummy, is that basically we should go back to Gunsmoke, Bonanza, because for real, when people wore pistols on their hip, they had more respect for one another, because you was less likely to try to mess with somebody that did carry a pistol on their hip. And I believe too, people be more responsible too. Not everybody, but a lot of people, especially older people that understand the laws, and like you said, protecting yourself is the number one thing, because we got kids out here that are getting killed for no reason at all because of these people, you know what I'm saying?
And like they said, the police didn't respond for 3 hours.
That's insane.
So there's a lot of havoc. A lot of things can happen in 3 hours. And really, in my opinion, I just think that a lot of the patrons of that club are pretty much just sitting ducks.
Right.
I was thinking, where's the security where's the armed security? It's a nightclub. You have to protect your patrons, and you have to do the things, in order to allow everybody to have a good time. And it's just a terrible, terrible situation.
To chime in on that, Donald Trump, he's very boisterous, and he says a lot of things about extremists and Muslim extremists, and he's really the only one that's really hit the topic about Muslim extremists. Everyone else is kind of pacifying that situation, the candidates. As of recently, since the situation, a lot of gays have spoken up and said they're actually going to vote for Trump because of this, his hard beliefs and making them feel safe. How do you feel about that, Cedric? From the gay and lesbian community?
I don't. But I have no problem with the gay and lesbian community, but I understand why they feel that way. It's all about protection. People want to feel like they're safe. When you feel like you're not safe, you can't walk out your own home or go to establishments and do the things that you would normally do in the everyday life, then we have a problem. That means, we're not secure in nothing we do. We can be in McDonald's, we can be at a church, or we can be at our school, at our kids' school, and then one of the kids just blows themselves up and blows about 10 or 15 kids. That's just, to me, it's just unacceptable, and that's what's happening.
Just like in that church in the South.
Right, same
where
thing.
The guy went in there, prayed with them, and then he ends up killing them all.
Come on.
I mean, that was ridiculous.
I come from the old school philosophy of, I'd rather have a gun and not need it than need a gun and not have it. I think a lot of these situations, if somebody was firing back, there would be a lot less casualties, and it would be a different scenario. Of course, a guy comes in there with a machine gun and unload on everybody, but if people were firing back, I think the outcome would have been a little bit different. There would have been less fatalities, a lot less people hurt, and I just think it's just terrible across the board.
I concur.
It's saddening for me, man. It really is, because once again, it's that continuous thing where you're losing innocent lives. lives for no purpose at all. You know, I know we go to war and we fight for certain causes and certain things, but this right here is just, I mean, it's insane that we have people that have been able to come to our country, that have made money in our country, number one, and then they've been sitting around waiting for years and years and years to do this. I mean, their kids grew up here, they're American citizens and the whole thing, but when they get that call, they're about to blow some shit up, and they don't give a fuck about their life. You know, nobody else is around. So I think for us as Americans, human beings, is that we need to be more cautious, and like my brother Chris said, is that, you know, keep your just stay ready. My thing, just be ready, be prepared, and always be cognizant of your surroundings. You know, when you see something that looks strange, if you think it looks strange, it's probably strange. You know, that's how I believe. You know,
that's why God gave those intuitions.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when you walk through an alley and there's three guys with bats, you don't look right.
Exactly.
You know, you're gonna walk the other way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Same
when I went over to Miss Bello's house, Cedric's mom's, and she tried to, you know, engage me sexually, I felt very uncomfortable. So I left the house. You know, later on I realized that was just her behavior.
Trying to get out of a bad situation.
And you know, it just was the pungent odor and the situation that just overflowed with my energy. So you know, you learn as you go.
Please do learn.
Believe? Is that how it works?
Cocktail players hard to paint.
That was a good one, ladies and gentlemen. He told a joke. I hope you caught it. Maybe somebody out there caught it, and maybe somebody didn't. He referenced my mama, but that's all right, though. We got more to come on Hard to Paint Real Talk. We'll be right back at this commercial break.
Hard to Paint Real Talk.